When did you first notice your reflection looking back at you like a stranger? Maybe it was the morning you ran your fingers through hair that felt thinner than it used to be, or when you caught sight of hands that seemed to belong to someone older, someone you weren't quite ready to become. You're not alone in this quiet moment of recognition. Millions of us stand in front of mirrors each day, wondering when our bodies started feeling like they were working against us instead of with us. Here's the truth nobody wants to say out loud. We've been told that declining hair, dry skin, aching joints, and feeling less vibrant are just the price we pay for growing older. We're expected to accept it, buy expensive products that promise the world but deliver little, or worse, to simply fade quietly into the background. But what if I told you that generations before us knew something we've forgotten? What if there's a simple, natural remedy that's been hiding in plain sight, one that could help restore not just how you look, but how you feel about yourself? Today, I'm going to share with you the remarkable secret of castor oil, a powerful natural healer that can transform your hair, skin, and overall vitality in ways that might surprise you. By the end of this video, you'll understand exactly how this ancient remedy works and why it might be the missing piece you've been searching for. Number 1. The ancient secret hidden in a simple seed. Sometimes, the most powerful healing comes from the smallest, most unexpected places. Deep in the heart of a plant that grows wild across America, there lies a secret that our grandmothers knew but we somehow forgot. The castor plant, with its broad leaves and spiky seed pods, holds within its seeds an oil so potent that ancient civilizations treasured it more than gold. Meet Dorothy, a 67-year-old retired teacher from Kansas. For months, she watched helplessly as her once thick hair grew thinner, her skin became drier, and her joints ached with every change in weather. Her medicine cabinet overflowed with expensive creams and treatments that promised miracles but delivered disappointment. Then her sister, visiting from their childhood farm, brought her a small amber bottle. "This is what Mama used to make for us," she said simply. "Pure castor oil, just like she learned from her mother." What makes this golden liquid so extraordinary? It's not magic, but it might as well be. Castor oil contains something called ricinoleic acid, a compound found nowhere else in nature in such abundance. This special ingredient acts like a master key, unlocking your body's own healing powers. It fights inflammation, battles harmful bacteria, soothes pain, and locks in moisture like nature's own protective shield. But here's what most people don't understand. Not all oils are created equal. This isn't just another moisturizer sitting on a store shelf. The oil from these humble seeds carries within it the concentrated wisdom of thousands of years of healing. It's packed with vitamin E, minerals, and fatty acids that work together like a symphony, each note enhancing the others. When Dorothy first applied that precious oil to her scalp and skin, she felt something she hadn't experienced in years: hope. Within weeks, she noticed her hair felt stronger, her skin softer, and even her aching knees seemed to whisper their gratitude. She had rediscovered what generations before her knew. Sometimes the most powerful medicine comes not from a laboratory, but from the earth itself. Number 2. The wisdom our ancestors never forgot. Why did our great-grandmothers reach for castor oil when trouble came knocking? They understood something we're just beginning to remember: that real healing often comes from remedies that have stood the test of time, not from flashy new promises that fade as quickly as they appear. For generations, this remarkable oil served as the family doctor in a bottle. When joints ached from a lifetime of hard work, when muscles screamed after a long day in the fields, when the body simply refused to cooperate the way it used to, castor oil was there. Our ancestors didn't need scientific studies to tell them what worked. They could feel it in their bones, see it in their healing, touch it in their renewed strength. Think about the frustrations you face today. Those mornings when your body feels like it's moving through molasses. The nights when restless legs keep you awake. The persistent aches that seem to have no beginning and no end. Your great-grandmother faced these same challenges, but she had something we've lost: the knowledge that nature provides answers if we know where to look. Traditional medicine recognized castor oil as more than just a remedy for occasional constipation, though it excels at that too. Applied to the skin, massaged into tired muscles, warmed and placed over aching joints, this oil became a bridge between discomfort and relief. It fights inflammation from the inside out, battles the bacteria that cause infections, and soothes pain with a gentleness that synthetic medicines often lack. The beautiful truth is that this ancient wisdom isn't lost forever. You can reclaim it. You can feel what your ancestors felt, the deep satisfaction of using something pure, something tested by time, something that works with your body instead of against it. When you choose castor oil, you're not just choosing a remedy. You're choosing to honor the wisdom of generations who knew that sometimes the old ways are still the best ways. Number 3, bringing life back to your crown. Do you remember the last time you ran your fingers through your hair and felt truly proud of what you touched? For too many of us, that memory feels like it belongs to someone else, someone younger, someone whose reflection we barely recognize anymore. The mirror doesn't lie, but it doesn't tell the whole story either. When you see hair that's lost its thickness, its shine, its very presence, you're not just looking at aging. You're looking at neglect. Not your neglect, but our society's neglect of the simple truths that could change everything. Your hair follicles aren't dead. They're not beyond hope. They're just starving for the right kind of nourishment. This is where castor oil becomes your hair's most devoted guardian. Unlike those expensive treatments that make big promises and deliver small results, castor oil works from where it matters most, the roots. It penetrates deep into your scalp, awakening sleeping follicles like a gentle morning sun. The increased blood flow it creates carries fresh nutrients to every strand, transforming weak, brittle hair into something that feels alive again. But the magic doesn't stop at growth. This remarkable oil wraps around each hair shaft like a protective embrace, sealing the cuticles that keep moisture locked in and damage locked out. Those frustrating split ends that make your hair look older than it should, castor oil prevents them before they start. That persistent dandruff that makes you self-conscious? The oil's natural antibacterial and antifungal properties send it packing. You can even use it on your eyebrows, eyelashes, and yes, even your beard if you have one. Every hair on your head deserves the same loving attention, the same chance to thrive. When you massage castor oil into your scalp, you're not just applying a treatment. You're having a conversation with your body, telling it that you haven't given up, that you still believe in its power to surprise you with its resilience and beauty. Number 4, your skin's fountain of youth. When did your skin stop feeling like home? Was it gradual, like watching a sunset fade, or sudden, like looking in a mirror one day and wondering where your softness went? The truth is, your skin hasn't forgotten how to be beautiful. It's just been waiting for someone to remind it how. Every day, your skin faces a battle you can't see. Environmental damage, lost moisture, inflammation that never quite settles down. The result shows up in ways that break your heart. Rough patches where smoothness used to live. Irritation that seems to come from nowhere. Aches in your muscles and joints that make simple movements feel like mountains to climb. Here's what the beauty industry doesn't want you to know. You don't need a complicated routine with dozens of products and scientific names you can't pronounce. You need something that understands your skin, the way an old friend understands your heart. Castor oil doesn't just sit on the surface making empty promises. It sinks deep, carrying healing and hydration to places other treatments can't reach. This is medicine you can feel working. As you massage it into your skin, you're not just applying moisture. You're delivering a powerful combination of healing compounds that fight inflammation, battle harmful bacteria, and create a protective barrier that keeps the good stuff in and the bad stuff out. Those persistent rashes, that stubborn irritation, those aching muscles that remind you of every year you've lived, they all begin to quiet under castor oil's gentle but determined care. The most beautiful part? You can apply it anywhere you need healing. Tired hands that have worked so hard for so long. aching knees that carry the weight of all your experiences, even your face, where you want to see not just acceptance of aging, but celebration of wisdom. When you choose castor oil, you're choosing to treat your skin not like an enemy to fight, but like a dear friend to nurture back to health. Number 5. When your body needs a gentle reset. There's a conversation nobody wants to have, but everyone over 60 knows too well. It's about those mornings when your body simply refuses to cooperate, when the natural rhythms you once took for granted seem to have forgotten their own schedule. You're not alone in this frustration, and you're not powerless against it. For generations, families turned to castor oil when their digestive systems needed encouragement. It wasn't just an old wives' tale. It was practical wisdom born from understanding that sometimes our bodies need a gentle nudge to remember how things should work. This oil doesn't force your system into action like harsh chemical laxatives that leave you feeling depleted and uncomfortable. Instead, it works with your body's natural processes, encouraging them back into their proper rhythm. But here's the crucial truth that could save you from serious harm. This is not something to experiment with on your own. When taken internally, castor oil is powerful medicine that demands respect. Just because something is natural doesn't mean it's automatically safe for everyone. Your unique health situation, the medications you take, your body's particular needs, all of these matter more than any general recommendation. If you're struggling with occasional constipation, the wise path is to work with a healthcare provider who understands both your challenges and castor oil's powerful properties. They can guide you on whether it's right for you, how much might help without causing harm, and how to use it safely alongside your other treatments. You'll find castor oil in carefully formulated products designed specifically for this purpose, with dosages that have been tested and proven effective. Remember, true health isn't about finding quick fixes or taking matters into your own hands. It's about making informed decisions with guidance from people who understand the full picture. Your digestive comfort matters, and there are safe, effective ways to find the relief you deserve. Number 6. The art of healing touch. Knowing about castor oil's power is one thing. Knowing how to unlock that power in your own life is everything. The difference between disappointment and transformation often comes down to something surprisingly simple: doing it right. Let's start where many of you need it most, with your hair. This isn't about complicated procedures or expensive salon treatments. It's about creating a quiet moment of self-care that your scalp will thank you for. Warm a small amount of castor oil between your palms until it feels like liquid silk. Then, with the patience your hair deserves, massage it into your scalp using gentle, circular motions. Don't rush this. Let it be a meditation, a conversation between your fingers and your follicles. Cover your hair and let the oil work its magic for 30 minutes before washing it out with your regular shampoo. For your skin, the approach is just as simple but equally intentional. Whether you're addressing dry patches, soothing irritation, or easing those persistent aches in your joints and muscles, castor oil responds best to gentle massage. Apply it directly to clean skin and work it in with slow, deliberate strokes. For deeper relief, try a warm compress. Soak a clean cloth in warm water, wring it out, apply the oil to your skin, then place the warm cloth over the area for 20 to 30 minutes. The secret isn't in the complexity of the method. It's in the consistency and care you bring to it. Your body has been waiting patiently for this kind of attention, this kind of nurturing touch. When you take the time to do this right, you're not just applying oil. You're participating in your own healing, actively choosing to treat your body with the respect and tenderness it has earned through all these years of faithful service. This is how healing becomes habit, how simple becomes profound, how care becomes cure. Number 7. The wisdom of knowing your limits. Real wisdom isn't just knowing what can help you. It's knowing when something that helps others might hurt you. This knowledge could be the difference between healing and harm, between relief and regret. Every powerful remedy carries responsibility, and castor oil is no exception. Your body is unique, shaped by decades of experiences, medications, conditions that make you who you are. What works beautifully for your neighbor might create chaos in your system. This isn't a failure on your part or a flaw in your body. It's simply the reality of being human, of having a history that matters, of needing to honor your individual needs above general advice. When castor oil is used incorrectly, especially when taken by mouth, the consequences can be severe. We're talking about intense cramping that doubles you over, nausea that steals your appetite for days, diarrhea that leaves you weak and dehydrated. Some people experience dizziness, confusion, even hallucinations. Your heart rhythm can become irregular. Your breathing can become difficult. These aren't minor inconveniences. They're serious medical emergencies. Even when applied to your skin, castor oil can sometimes cause reactions. Some people develop rashes, irritation, or unusual pigmentation, especially when they spend time in the sun afterward. If you have sensitive skin, if you're prone to allergies, if you've ever had unexpected reactions to natural products, extra caution isn't just wise, it's essential. Here's who should never use castor oil internally: children, pregnant women, nursing mothers, anyone with bowel problems, and people taking certain medications like water pills or steroids. If you fall into any of these categories, this isn't about being overly cautious. It's about being smart. The most loving thing you can do for yourself is to approach any new remedy, even natural ones, with the respect it deserves and the caution your unique situation requires. Number 8. The hidden danger you must never ignore. Sometimes the most important knowledge is knowing what not to do. This could save your life or the life of someone you love. Behind every healing gift lies a potential danger, and castor oil carries one of the most serious warnings you'll ever need to remember. Meet Robert, a 72-year-old retired mechanic from Ohio who believed in doing things himself. When he learned about castor oil's benefits, he decided to make his own. He gathered castor seeds from plants growing wild near his property, thinking he could save money and ensure purity by handling the whole process. What Robert didn't know nearly killed him. Within hours of handling those innocent-looking seeds, he was rushed to the emergency room with severe poisoning that left him fighting for his life. Here's the terrifying truth. Castor seeds contain one of the most potent natural toxins known to mankind. These seeds are so dangerous that even tiny amounts can cause organ failure and death. They're not like other plant seeds you might casually handle or accidentally ingest. They're biological weapons disguised as harmless little beans. The poison they contain is so powerful that it's been used in chemical warfare. This isn't an exaggeration meant to frighten you. This is life or death reality. The castor oil you buy in stores goes through an extensive purification process that removes every trace of this deadly toxin. Professional extraction methods ensure that what reaches you is pure, safe, and beneficial. But the seeds themselves, the raw plant material, must never touch your skin, never enter your home, never be considered safe for any purpose whatsoever. If you have castor plants on your property, treat those seed pods like the dangerous materials they are. Never touch them with bare hands. Never let children or pets near them. Never think you can process them safely at home. Robert survived his mistake, but many others haven't been so fortunate. Your safety isn't worth any amount of money you might save or any satisfaction you might feel from making your own. Sometimes, trusting the professionals isn't just smart, it's the only choice that lets you live to tell about it. Number 9. Your journey to healing starts now. The most powerful moment in any healing journey isn't when you learn about a remedy. It's when you decide to reach for it, to make it part of your life, to choose hope over resignation. Today can be that day for you. You don't need to travel to exotic places or wait for special orders to arrive. Castor oil is closer than you think, more accessible than most of the expensive treatments that have disappointed you in the past. Your local natural health store carries it, often with knowledgeable staff who can help you choose the right type for your needs. Pharmacies stock it alongside other time-tested remedies. Even your neighborhood supermarket likely has a bottle waiting on the shelf, ready to become part of your wellness routine. For those who value tradition and family connection, many communities still have people who make castor oil the old-fashioned way, using methods passed down through generations. These homemade versions often carry not just the oil itself, but the love and wisdom of families who never forgot the power of simple, natural healing. Ask around. You might be surprised to discover that someone in your own neighborhood has been quietly keeping this ancient knowledge alive. The beauty of castor oil isn't just in what it can do for your hair, your skin, your aching joints. It's in what it represents: a return to trusting your body's wisdom, to honoring the knowledge of those who came before us, to believing that you deserve to feel strong and vital regardless of the number of candles on your birthday cake. When you hold that bottle of castor oil in your hands for the first time, you're not just holding a remedy, you're holding possibility. You're holding the chance to write a different story about what it means to age gracefully, naturally, powerfully. Your healing journey doesn't end here. In many ways, it's just beginning. And that beginning starts with a single drop of golden hope. Here we are, at the end of a journey that's really just the beginning. We've traveled together through centuries of wisdom, uncovered secrets hidden in plain sight, and discovered that sometimes the most powerful healing comes not from complicated science, but from the simple gifts the earth has always offered us. You now hold knowledge that could change how you see your reflection in the mirror, how you feel when you run your fingers through your hair, how you approach those aching joints that remind you of every beautiful year you've lived. This isn't just information about castor oil. This is permission to believe in your body's ability to heal, to thrive, to surprise you with its resilience. The most beautiful part of this journey is that it puts the power back in your hands. No more waiting for someone else to solve your problems. No more accepting that declining vitality is just the price of getting older. You have choices. You have options. You have the wisdom to use them safely and the courage to try something that has helped millions of people just like you. But remember, true wisdom isn't just knowing what to do. It's knowing how to do it safely, when to seek guidance, and which warnings to take seriously. Your well-being is worth more than any shortcut, any risk, any impatience with the process. As you consider everything we've shared today, I want you to ask yourself this: which of these truths did you most need to hear? Was it that your hair can grow stronger? That your skin can feel softer? That natural healing is still within your reach? Or perhaps that you deserve to feel beautiful and vital, no matter what the calendar says? If this video touched something in you, if it gave you hope or opened a door you thought was closed forever, I'd love to hear about it in the comments below. Share your thoughts, your questions, your own experiences with natural healing. And if you found value here, please share this with someone who might need these same gentle reminders. Until we meet again, remember this: your best days aren't behind you. They're waiting for you to choose them, one small act of self-care at a time.